Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the CS Summit 6 Online Edition. B-Stream EU coverage brought to you by Scrawny and Hugo.
Howdy.
Sorry, we didn't get a chance to properly say hello to you guys and show you our faces because this pistol's already underway. What have we got for the second best of three of the day here on the B-Stream? Well, it's OG versus Heretics.
And it's a B site crunch here for the Frenchman. Only one CT in defense. OG are gambling on that A bomb site. And, well, you know, as we know, Inferno, this is going to likely leave Heretics with the pistol round. Those retakes are not easy, but smart decision. Bowdy falling back. He's going to play for retake with his team. 5 of 5 in the post plant here for Heretics. Going to try and get aggressive towards the ruins with 3. But OG, good amount of utility. They can smoke off the banana and try and get back on that bomb.
Yep, man 2. Nice little headshot there versus Nivera. And he's looking for another versus XMS. Now, those banana players, they get called into the action. Kiyashima, he is inside of this CT smoke, and it's only Valda on the other side. He's that utility man, trying to prime the 4 players to push past coffins into the retake. Go, go, go! Headshot coming out of Maka. We get the trade frags back to the CT's favor. Defuse comes through. OG take first pistol.
I was getting a bit sweaty there, and not just because of the heat of my room, but because of how long it took OG to tap that bomb to even get on the defuse, right? They get that 5-on-3, and then they just stop, and that's a good decision, right? They wait to see if Heretics get aggressive, but then past that point, you know, they need to move quickly. They've burnt a lot of time off of that clock, and it looked like he could have gone back to bite them there, but Alexi B with a kit inside of one of those smokes is going to get that stick off. So good kills from OG. I actually really like that pistol round, right? Bowdy falling back and playing for the retake works wonders.
Yes.
And Heretics won't be forcing in the second.
No, they've got nothing. Just the Glock. Single flashbang. You know what you're going to get. And this is the CS Summit 6 for all of you guys who aren't accustomed to Summit casting. This is where we get to look away from Counter-Strike for a moment. Hugo, I'm going to hit you with a question. Who's your favorite X-Man?
Oh no, I've been seeing you ask Launders this all the time, and
Yep.
I've never watched an X-Men movie or have soaked up any. Connor, I hate superheroes. There we go. There's my controversial opinion you asked me for earlier.
Yeah.
I don't hate superheroes. That's very strong wording, but I don't care about superheroes. Batman's cool. Spider-Man's pretty sick, and that's about my limit.
Dude, Batman's like the lamest. How do you like he's just a rich
I'm sorry,
guy.
sorry. Christian Bale punching people's faces in DC movies is entertaining. That's how I'll word that.
All right. It's saved. It's saved. Yeah, that's true. You're not a big superhero, man. That's a bit of a shame. Kind of derailed my question here for what has turned out to be a very long round, considering there is nothing other than that one flashbang on Lucky, and he's still holding it. What you guys waiting for? You got 35 seconds, Heretics. What are you going to get up to? Maybe a little mid-play? You're going to take this fight versus the M4, huh? Huh? With your Glocks? That's all they're playing with, Hugo. And with 25 seconds, they will soon be dead.
Wow, grim picture here posted by Connor, but probably realistic as the Banana Funk is already in before the team wrap the choke, and well, they are getting choke slammed in this situation. OG, flawless second round, exactly how they wanted it, no casualties. We will have that buy from Heretics come through now, but OG are running bonus, so still a couple of SMGs in play, still a couple of holes to exploit here for Heretics potentially. But obviously, if OG get that win, they get massive upgrades off the back of those AK-47. So let's see how this goes. The AWP is out very early on indeed. And Maka, man, like if you're not familiar with Heretics, well, take a look at this dude. He is very, very good with the sniper rifle.
Well, I'm going to keep my eyes glued to him. He's got that AWP up. He's looking to peer down banana. But there's nothing on the other side here. So nothing yet. No contact yet. Now, I'm already thinking back to the last round where OG, they got a little sick of sitting around and waiting for Heretics to make their move, and they started peering down middle. Now, that's way more dangerous on the gun round, obviously, especially with both NBK and Alexi B on their MP9s. So I don't see a reason for these two SMGs that are currently in a 4-man top mid brackets control crossfire to go exploring down mid. In fact, I very much expect OG to just give up all the map control they choose to for this third round, force Heretics to execute into a bomb site and try to test them when it comes to those moments and those sorts of rounds. because they are getting dangerously close to this mid-stack. NBK trying to spray into the boiler. He gets nothing. And Kiyashima, well, his head's been spotted. So it gets ripped clean off, and the T's immediately double this one back.
Oh, OG, they were playing outside of B. They were playing in towards spawn because they thought this was going to be an A play, but really good decision to not over-rotate. After they get that kill on Kyo, Valdi goes right back into B, and OG saved so much util for the late round. They just dumped a bunch of it in Banana. Now it's fading. The Heretics are running through the Molotov. Oh, it's burning, and Lucky is not going to be, as his name suggests, the spray through the smoke. One by one, Heretics are getting destroyed inside of this site. OG holding on to util was the best decision they could have made, and they're about to clean sweep this round with 3 alive. There it is, MBK from the back lines, and sorry, Mantu rather in the back lines. MBK to close, and OG finding a third.
Yes, sir. 3-0 straight out the gate, and that was, of course, the gun round for Heretics. So we will see them back on a limited bye, which gives me a chance to pose a second question. Hugo, I had a great meal, and I feel way more energized now that it's a more reasonable hour to be talking to thousands of people. And what is the best episode of Rick and Morty? Go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, no, first things first, before I give my answer, a quick reminder that you actually have to have a really, really high IQ to truly understand the complexities and the humor of that show. But past that, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the new season as much as the old ones, but the one episode that really had me giggling was the episode in a vat. You know what I mean? I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, of course.
The one with the vat. You'll know exactly what I mean if you've seen it. That episode made me laugh a lot, to be honest.
Good. The idea of you laughing pleases me.
Wow.
I know you enjoy. Real fake doors.
Yep. Hey, this one doesn't open.
Well, let's see if they find an open door on Arch side. Because Montu, well, he's going to have to deal with a little run boost. Hits Kiyashima. That's substantial damage. Chicken stuck on the lamp. That's funny. Lucky, he's going to try to swing on the back door. And the Deagle gets it done. Now, that scares me ever so slightly. The op in the hands of one of these 4 Ts. But NBK, he's had enough of this. I like it. He dodges that one op. He dodges what he knows to be the biggest threat. Cuts off any sort of an attempt to split that A site. And forces Heretics to go over towards B. Now, they also had a smoke. So they're going to block off construction and just try to hard head their way into the B bomb site. In the back of this, we've got Alexi. He's waiting, buying his time. And with 15 seconds left over, Navira's going to try to peek. With a nice Deeg headshot, he creates a bit of space, but he's already being challenged by Valda, who doesn't want him to get any kind of money or gun. But that M4 gets picked up, and it's another frag. 8 HP, he swaps to the op and gets sprayed down with no bomb plant in sight.
Yeah, nice try from Navera. Constantly just stuck there. Like, he wants the plant. He also wants an upgrade. He also wants the kills. He doesn't know which one he can get. OG are re-peeking him. Really messy situation to be in, but almost saves the AWP and gets a couple of exit kills on the way out. Navera obviously screams brother or cousin? Brother? Ooh, I don't even know. Brother, right? I'm pretty sure. So,
Who?
Navera screams brother. The Scream is Navera's brother.
Yeah, okay. Brother, cousin, yeah. I didn't, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I knew Scream had an active player in his family. Didn't know his name. Oh, wow. That grenade.
Beefy.
Let me check HLTV. I'll get to the bottom
of
it.
I'm like 99% sure it's brother. I haven't had a lot of chances to cast either of these two teams. And I feel like it's a shame because definitely hot prospects, definitely rising talent especially Heretics in terms of like young guns. Of course, OG is like filled with some of the old guard, and with Mantu as well being like obviously not a newer player. Like he's been playing officials for a good while now under German teams, but at this level, definitely this is his debut team for that. So yeah, it's a lot of cool storylines I think with this kind of matchup.
They got the same last name. That's about as far as I can get. He doesn't have a picture, so I can't confirm via visual.
I can confirm, so don't worry. I'll put my name on that.
All right, do it. Do what you got to do. I was expecting something explosive for this gun round. The second real rifle round for Heretics. They are going to try to charge into the B site, but the damage that was done early is just doubled up upon the T's who attempt to get their feet onto the B site. Shut down, shut out, goodbye. Not a single kill coming in for Heretics until Kiyoshima turns back down Banana and tippity taps into the face of NBK. 14 seconds left. They know exactly where he is. Think of the damage this would do to Kyo if he dies after time. So, to no surprise, he takes the fight, forces the issue, and that's the 5-0 start. Great time for a timeout.
I want to give my opinion on something, Connor. Nivera, there was a recent article where you know it was talked about like, oh, I don't want to be known as Scream's brother anymore. I want to be my own guy. Like, you know, respect me for who I am. And of course, like, you know, the points made there for sure, good points. Like, this guy is very talented. You know, he's not just like I think the Hunter Nico thing was such a great example of going like, you know, why you shouldn't just refer to someone as oh yeah, Hunter's just Nico's cousin, because you know Hunter's beating Nico in you know playoff matches. So. Yeah. That's cool, but I think especially for Nivera, especially as a young guy who is yet to accomplish like a huge amount, you know, being associated with Scream, I think is such a good thing for him. Like, think about this: one of the most marketable, one of the most well-known Counter-Strike players of all time, and your brother's with him. Like, that's only going to go in your favor. But I can also see how that you don't want to sit in the shadow of someone who's been so good for so long. So yeah, I mean, there's arguments to be made for both, but I always think that's an interesting discussion.
Yeah, what he's got to do is ride it out for all the benefits possible. You know, make friends with your teammates because they know of Scream, and then burst out of that shadow.
Be better.
Don't let him define you. You don't know me. Smoke goes down in mid. M4 up for NBK. This is another gun round, and it's boding well. NBK, natural born killer. 3 frags here at the top of mid. Another round where Heretics, we just don't know where they're at. Maybe they can claw it back. Kyo's alive yet again, but Maka down to 20 health here. He's going to get trade fragged. As NBK looking for the ace, swapping out the weapons. Come on, Nathan. He's right there. Oh, the timing.
I respect how he's holding on here. He's not hunting the kill. Yeah, that's portrayed. All worth it. All calculated. And all dead. At least the Heretics are. MBK finding an ace in the 6th round. And, woo, this is quite the start, considering it's Heretics map pick as well. Keep that in mind for this best-of-3 series. OG, right now, clean, concise, quick.
This would be the perfect event, the perfect situation to have Harry Russell, just Harry GG, sitting on the mic, pressing all of his little sound effects soundboards. We could have air horns and all sorts of jazz for moments like that, man. NBK acing. What a treat. Half of his frags in 1 round.
I don't think the event will stop, you know, whatever event we're doing will stop Harry from blaring air horns down the mic. You know, they'll do that in the grand final of any event.
So for you guys, I'm sure you guys, if you know Hugo, you know Harry, beloved caster, great friend of ours. They're gonna push, so we got to talk about it. Hold on, Kyo with the Deagle headshot. That one gets turned back, but there's a second frag off of the pistols. So Mantu walks right into the P250 of Maka. Now he's gonna look to cut off this B rotate, and he hits it. This is why it's all the damn ruse, man. You think you can have a round to yourself. You think you can be narcissistic for just 30 seconds of everybody's time. And the next thing you know, it's pistols from Heretics. Why? In the last 6 rounds, have we seen them, you know, only kill 3 people 1 of these 6 rounds, and then suddenly with the pistols, Hugo, they make that magic happen.
Yeah, sometimes it's the pressure off, right? It's the awareness that, hey, I don't care if I die, if I jump out of the apartments, because, you know, it's only an eco round and I'm probably going to die anyway. And with that freedom comes the ability to play very aggressive, and well, with the pistols that goes hand in hand. Alexa B going for the Doja nade. It's going to land. The bomb's going to kill one. You love to see it. Not the triple. Lucky and Nivera tagged up, but Alexa, man, respect the grind, respect the passion. He got 1 at least.
Yeah, not too bad, huh? Not too bad at all. If that bomb had been planted a little bit closer, maybe he shaves them all down, but that's that, huh? Heretics on the board, not in the round that I expected at all, but they've gotten it in. Now, to very quickly talk about Harry Russell, he's the kind of guy that during our pugs, during our face-it matches, while we're trying to grind all the way to level 10, he has a soundboard that through his microphone will say things like, "The bomb has been defused." And he's got sound effects in there to mess with your head. He's got footstep sounds. He's got gunshot sounds. Harry Russell,
sounds.
He claims innocence, but the man is a mighty troll. So if you guys love Harry, I don't blame you. We love him too.
It's a love-hate relationship, you know. It's always good to keep things balanced. You can't love or hate something too much. I've tried, trust me.
Yeah, it doesn't work, huh?
Right now, what is working is this CT side for OG, making a smooth segue back into the game. It's Heretics on a rifle round, and a crucial one at that, right? This is a reset round. This is Heretics off the back of winning pistols, hoping they can keep it up. OG have been really good at shutting down every other attack on this A bomb site prior to the previous, but Heretics want more. They want it again, and they're going back for it.
Mantu's got an easy fallback, but he's gonna try and walk this one forward. Now there is an op scope keeping him honest. NBK coming out of cubby. Dies to Nivera. Alexi B, he's been robbed of his vision, but he still manages the spray down and the second through the smoke. It is all shut down. Alexi B with the 2-piece. Mantu and NBK, a kill each. And Kiyashima, last man up, walks away towards apps.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, we don't have soundboards, but I guess we can make our own sound effects.
Yeah, dude.
Mind you. Maybe that would be a reason for Summit to fire us.
Depends on the sound effect, I think. I like to keep it PG.
Yeah, how risky you want to get, Hugo.
Not at all, Connor, not at all. I'm a guest on this stream, okay? I'm only here for 4BO3s. You're the one running the show.
Yeah, isn't that a scary thought?
Yeah, you know, I can. I'm saving all my controversy into the final map of the final BO3, where I'm going to drop it all and leave, never to return.
Never to return to any CS broadcasts known to man.
Oh well, don't get ahead of yourself. I know that's what you want, Connor, but unfortunately, competition will remain.
Good. Your competition is what keeps us on our A game, baby. I think that's,
I guess they don't have A+ over in Canada.
They can have. No, I've just never seen one. You know, there's so much controversy sometimes between caster preferences, and everybody's allowed to have their preferred casters. That's the beauty of CS. We have so many talented commentators. But I always love when people try to paint us like as enemies, you know? Hugo and Harry versus Scrawny and Launders. It's like, we're all best friends. We all play pugs together on the daily.
We were a duo before me and Harry were a duo, Connor.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, well, in some degree, I guess more officially, it's kind of weird how that works. But yeah, even though I cast with Harry first, like me and you did like a 6-month stint in, was it 2018? I think it was.
Yeah, 2018, man. Half the year we cast together.
Yeah, dude.
I guess we weren't as memorable, Hugo.
Maybe that's just you.
Yeah. Harry turned your career around, huh? Macca's got the first pick.
Well, I want to carry on. Okay, you fired me up, but let's go.
Good. You hold that, buddy. We've got a best of 3 ahead of us.
Yeah.
Okay. You beat me in that first best of 3 because I was sleeping on the mic. But now, I had hot sauce for lunch. I tell you, mister. NBK. What do you got, buddy? He's already given us the ace. Macca's going to try to clear it, but the first player walks into it. Yeah, Nivera, he loses his head to his teammates off. Issa trying from the A lane to hold everyone at bay. 20 seconds left. He's dodging shots, dropping bombs, and calling for rotates to come over. Issa, no problem. Macca gets the 2K, but Issa's got 3, and OG take their 8th.
That's insane. Like, obviously, the team kill certainly doesn't help. That really just makes things snowball out of control. But Issa, great work on the short side, pivoting between the balcony, between the boiler, getting back to the site. You say call him for rotates. He doesn't need them, man. He's been slaughtering. 8-1. And OG, they've been really good on these rotates anyway, right? They've had 4 players on the A site a lot of the times that Heretics have committed. So, yeah, OG just not fearful on those rotations. It's not even because they have, like, the deep banana control. They can just, you know, sometimes on this map, it can be very easy to tell, like, when the T's are just not interested in B. You know, if no utility really comes in early, you know there's just going to be a max 1 or 2 players just taking it and looking to actually establish a map control, not do anything with it. And so as a result, you can just free up a rotate. And yeah, they've been doing that a lot. So props to OG for the reads in this game. The Heretics, are they going to start to make it more trickier? They're going to start to play with their food here. Right now, 1 man in banana, 4 in middle, or alt, and just holding on for the time being. No reason to rush. They do have pistols, though. These Deegs hoping for kills, but I mean, you can see this is a very passive setup from OG. Not only that 4th rotation that we talked about coming through in the form of Valde, but no one's even playing for the mid cross here. OG, with the quad setup, are baiting Heretics in to the A site.
Man, dude, he's getting fishy. He's going for it. Finds Lucky with his back turn. Nobody covering, even though they were just a step behind. I mean, Mantu, that's just superb timing. In a round where they already have an advantage in weaponry, getting that little bit of timing makes a world of difference. Following up with more Deagle headshots. More and more Deagle headshots. Heretics, the one round they've won was by way of eco. Are they about to do it again?
Very possible, but don't count your chickens before they hatch, Connor. MBK is already a fast wrap. He can go apps if he wants, and that's exactly what he wants. It's such a good position for retaking, even though it can be easily covered from the pit. As long as you have a player drawing attention in from long, that pit player can't do a whole lot. Alexi be waiting behind the smoke, and MBK coming in on a timing. Kio's yet to be spotted. He's just hiding, but the repeat is the info for OG, and Alexa B is going to pounce on XMS inside of the site. Oh dear, it's perfect. MBK wins his duel. Alexa B does the same, and it's OG with another retake, another defuse, a team ace for their 9th round.
Everything's going well here for OG. They're looking like a cut from a different cloth. And that's kind of what we got earlier with our Ninjas in Pajamas versus Existence matchup. So it seems that things may be repeating themselves. Looks like the CS Summit 6 got all of those near upsets out of the way back in the qualifier. We had all sorts of wild outcomes in those opening best of threes, but today, things have been pretty damn straightforward. And I think it's made more obvious by the fact that everybody for OG's putting in the work. MBK, you know, the only reason he is that many kills above the rest of his team is because of his ace. If it wasn't for that one round, they'd all be even. So how are they going to break through? How are Heretics going to find a soft spot, the weak underbelly of OG? Where is it?
Yeah, I mean, they've not really tried fast beat plays, which would be a nice idea. Obviously, OG's utility has been really good down Banana, but again, coming back to these quad A stacks is, even in this round, man, like this is a big gamble for OG, but it's just been the right call every time. This time, it looks like the bomb wants to NB by the fact that it's still ramp side, but the AWP has Banana, and that makes all the difference here for OG as they can watch that long line of sight. Oh, Alexi B's fallen back. Heretics are scared of the AWP, so they're going towards A, but in doing so, they walk into not only the primary AWP, but the triple stack. Trying to wrap long, that's where MBK sits, and like you said, he's been killing every single round.
Just a little gap angle, a little smidgen for him to work with. He sees 3, and they're going to go ahead and push him here. That's going to be the bomb offered to NBK. The sacrificial lamb in Lucky. Kiyoshima, 1 versus 4, 30 seconds on the clock. Bomb picked back up, and he's going to double this over towards A. Mantu, he's scoped on this, and that's an easy op duel. Massive advantage there with the sniper over AK. A 10th round. 10th round. 10th round. We are 11 rounds deep. This is ridiculous.
This is crazy. Like, honestly, this is one of, if not my first like OG cast, but I really thought this would be competitive. Like, I even was thinking the Heretics might edge it out in a bit of BO3 over the map pool. But yeah, this is like insanely good for OG, and this is the level that we kind of have wanted this team to perform at, forever. Like, obviously it's one map and we're 11 rounds deep, so I don't want to jinx it yet. This is still not over at all for Heretics, but this is a great game for OG, and if they can keep things up, then moving to their map pick and nuke will just set them up even better for that 2-0. We had Nip storming the board earlier on today. Who says OG can't do it too?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting after our Nip game, I thought to myself, like, well, this is nice. It's a nice early finish. We got a little comfortable break in between. We could collect ourselves and come back and give this one our all. And I thought, yeah, OG versus Heretics. I mean, Heretics on the up and up, capable of upsetting. OG, not invincible. That's what we've taken away from this roster. Yeah, sure, they've had decent runs. We go back to like the Blast Spring Series in London at the start of 2020. They made those moves, baby. But then it's been a rocky, wild ride. And so I thought this one was going to be close. I almost wanted to, just try to like throw out the bold prediction and say Heretics might win it. Be a little controversial, try to call it to look good. But kind of glad I didn't die on that sword.
Yeah.
The match isn't over. Don't get me wrong. This is a best of 3. Thank goodness for Heretics. We've seen a many team just reset between maps in the past, and it may be needed here today because I don't know how much longer this first map's going to last. Maybe they've just got a ridiculously good CT side. Maybe they'll figure out these tech issues, bounce back, finish the half 5-10, and we'll laugh at ourselves thinking, ha, we fools. We thought this was over, dude. Not even close. But
it's also worth noting we're in a tech timeout for connection issues for Heretics, for loss that some of the players were having. I typed in chat, are you having loss too? And OG weren't. So not to, of course, provide excuses. That's not what Heretics are doing. But, loss certainly doesn't help. You want a good connection. And so Heretics rejoining. Hopefully all is well now. And they can continue to, well, not continue to, but start to pick it up and get into play here. Like you said, 5 rounds, end of the half, good T side. No problem. So very attainable. But OG, they have not been letting, rounds slip through their fingers. So
additionally,
Heretics are going to have to work hard.
If I may add, it does make me a little bit nervous that OG have A, lost at least 1 round to just the eco, and secondly, they've also had close ones based on those moments. It's like if we could just see OG completely ice out the gun rounds and just be in full, total, absolute control of the situation, then maybe we could just fully write off Heretics. Now, we won't make that mistake because OG, despite being convincing, have not been flawless. Although at the end of the day, there are 10 rounds already on this CT side. So the next 4 rounds really decide whether we hammer the nail in the coffin and call this Inferno map done, or if Heretics will at least give themselves a chance. They need to give themselves a chance at a strong second half. And 1 round just won't cut that. It's not a big enough margin of error.
Heretics want B. For the first time this game, OG have pushed Banana and put Valde in the logs. So this is a really good setup now to use to their advantage. Heretics are going back with numbers. A lot of them. Valde, no time to throw utility. He's got to fight. Alexi B's got to pick in the meantime. Down Banana, and Valde gets a 1-for-1. That's great, considering OG already had this advantage. And with so much time, so much info, they have enough time to rotate another player to B before Heretics commit with the execute. The smokes go down, and Kiyoshima goes back, but that bomb still looks incentivized by the site. Smoke cutting off Mantu, and OG might have to play retake, but we've already seen they know how to do that on B.
Yeah, the fact that their A players still have some utility, I say that as NBK actually throws out his Molotov, so I think Issa just hangs onto the utility, and maybe the B players can lock this off. Playing the audio and just shooting through the smoke, XMS stomping by, giving that cue to the CT side, but bomb will still be planted. Mantu, passive, patient angle pays off as Nevera just walks right into the scope. So as if it wasn't already rough enough for Heretics, now they've got to hang on to this post plant with minimal HP in a 4 versus 2, but XMS, he almost lines up a couple of kills. Kiyoshima will get the second. He has 12 health to try and make this clutch happen. It's a 1 versus 3, and that frag grenade should just blow him to smithereens if it was even needed. The headshot connects from Issa, an 11th round for OG.
Yeah, no reason to take the double orb. You got the money at this point. You got the round leads. You may as well take the AK and just celebrate because OG, they are storming through this game. Heretics a late B take, but it's that opening kill for Alexi B. It's the frag down Banana, right? Not only slowing down the push, limiting the utility of Heretics in that round by obviously losing players, but then OG can just trade their way to victory, and that's exactly what they do, closing it in a 2-on-0. So, yeah, it's 11-1. It's another buy for Heretics, but they really need to do something now. They need to come up with an answer, however they do. Alexi's on the AUG as well. More grenades in Banana, but limited damage this time. Heretics get away, not scot-free, but far better off than the past. It looks like they're just going to commit B.
Looks like it. And the AUG rocks on. 2 immediate kills here from Alexi B. Rough time to be a Heretics fan, huh?
This is like desperate. That's all this is. Heretics are just hoping someone's flanking them. But, if you're getting flanked at this point, and when you have 3 players in Banana and a 3-on-5, you see someone bottom mid, you've already lost the round. Because even if you kill that player, it means B is stacked. It means even if you get the kill on the flank, OG are going to rotate A before you do. And so there's just no way out of this one. Obviously hoping for kills is nice, but OG don't even know this is a B play. They don't need to know it's a B play. They've got 2 players in the site. they should surely be able to put up a kill or two here.
Maybe. Alexi is working with the scrawny pillar. 3 kills for him already. Maybe we get another ace out of OG. Nah, Mansu, he's coming over to scoop up them frags, but he takes a headshot, and that doesn't bode well for him. Frag grenade from Kiyoshima, good for the second. He's got 3 kills. Maybe the ace comes in from someone else. If Kyo had 100 HP, I would put a little bet on it. I'd give it a little gamble, but it's going to be really... Oh,
that's stupid.
No way.
That's so stupid. I can't believe that worked. MBK's having the game of his life right now. This must be great. I'd love to be in the OG TeamSpeak right now. Like, they probably are having so much fun. You know how like some of the personalities on this team, Issa can get loud. So yeah, I mean, this is a great game for them for sure. Issa even had a grenade, by the way. MBK, if he didn't get that random smoke shot kill, Issa probably would have gotten it with a frag. So yeah, nothing to rely on here for Heretics.
Sometimes you see smoke spam kills, they all make sense. We heard the footsteps once from XMS, he gets traced through smoke. That makes sense. Or often angles, if NBK had just posted up on the corner, showed some kind of like mathematical prediction, I'd be behind it, man. But he was just holding left click and swinging that M4 left and right. And he gets the kill through smoke.
He just loves bashing French teams. What can you say, man? Like, this dude left his scene, and feels like every time like he plays against a French team, he does well. Remember that Vitality game that he aced to close it on Dust 2, where they 2-1 Vitality. EPL, or I think it was EPL, not RTR, but wow. Alexi B back in the server.
Yeah, that's a feels good. I think OG are having fun today. Yeah, would you be having fun at 12-1 up CT side in another 5v1? That's a 4K for Alexi B. He gets it with the grenade. Oh my goodness. Somebody help. Heretics, they need a bailout.
I don't think they can afford it at this point. It's not like they're getting bomb plants. The loss bonus is the only money Heretics have seen all game.
Damn.
And, well...
Come on, Kyo. 5th time's the charm.
Yeah.
No ace for Alexi.
Woo!
There's the second kill. Again, he's done a good job of like getting the entry to the B site, but it's always just, I want to say like after the fact. The round is too far gone. This would be the 1 versus 5. To counter out Alexi B's ace, Kiyoshima's going to have to get one of his own. He has no utility versus full belts of grenades here for OG. NBK's patience pays off. He sees Kyo trying to creep in through the doorway. That's a 13 round 1.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than this, Connor, really. I mean, 14-0 would be... Oh, sorry, 13-0 would be nice, but I don't think OG really care at this point. This game is a couple of minutes away from being done unless Heretics win a pistol and like stall us out. But, not to say that they couldn't come back. We all know it's not done until it's done. But at this point, like,
it's done.
The chances that Heretics pull a comeback in the second half are just so minimal because OG only need a couple of rounds to push us over to their map pick. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Heretics looking for a second round at the end of the half.
Fight for it. Give them that, man. It's not over till it's over, but it's almost over. At least it's not a 16-0. You got that one eco round win. And I feel like maybe that backfired. You win an eco, and then that suddenly kind of like slaps OG awake a little. Make sure they minimize all further mistakes made. Well, he's going to get executed. This is it. Come on, Heretics. Shooting for a second. Looking to double the round count here in the 15th of their T side. They get shut out of the CT spawn. That's going to tell them that the rotators are already in position. Oh, Kyo, he's waiting in the bout for these T players to try and challenge Fit, which they will. A headshot into Issa. NBK tapped back by XMS. He's got 3 kills. It's a 2 versus 4 with minimal HP on 75% of the Heretics.
Oh, this man, this young Finn is just filthy. tapping down the man on the site. The retake is on here for OG. It's do or die. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you can get 14-1, this will kill Heretics. This will crush Heretics, but they are not in the business of being crushed. Not in this round. 2.5, both of them on the A site. Fast rounds for Heretics, and they do get them done, but they have not got a lot to rely on in this match so far. OG 13 rounds at the end of the first half. If they get a pistol, it's likely we don't even have a rifle round for Heretics in this second half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those situations where Heretics have just not given themselves any margin of error if they lose this pistol. You know, it's such a cliche, right, casters? If they lose this pistol, the game's over. But this is true. The case. With a 13-2 like this, that is the case. You win this pistol, you can make that miraculous comeback happen. You can try to, rally the troops. You can try to bolster the morale. But without this pistol, you're going to feel the life of Heretics just fizzle out.
Yeah, at a certain point, there's an argument to be made. Like, the second you lose this pistol, if you're Heretics, you're like, okay, nuke. Let me think of what I want to do there. Like, you're instantly, you're casting your mind forward because it's just so unrealistic. Yeah, 13-2. No other way to put it. No pretty pictures getting painted today. It's just the cold, harsh dose of reality. Waiting on OG to ready up before we get back into the second half, and clearly they've got some thinking to do. Clearly they've got a pistol round coming through the chamber, and the fact that they're taking this long makes me think that they are really sweating it out, and I'm all for that, Connor. You want to show us the best T-side pistol you've ever got just to send a message, just to slap Heretics out? Because what I will say here is what often happens is a very common occurrence in BO3s. When a team is getting swept like this, even if Heretics still lose this map, but they get, say, 10 rounds, right? Say they win the pistol, they start to climb back, they start to, test OG, win some clutches, get some confidence, feel good, but still lose the game. At the end of that, you go, yeah, we're going to lose it anyway, but now we are warmed up. Now we're ready to go, and now we're a lot more confident moving into the second map. You often see series flip on their heads because teams get consolation rounds that make you feel better individually. So, yeah, I mean, will that be the case? We'll have to wait and see, but it's in OG's best interest to shut Heretics out of this game as soon as possible.
Let's see. What do OG have for us? What kind of recipe are they throwing out in the kitchen? We got 2 full sets of utility. That's the double frag, double flash, double smoke, triple Kevlar combo. 5 Glocks on top, sprinkled in. Trying to nade out any kind of apartments presence. That would be a really fun way to get a 5v4, but the CTs, they don't get that adventurous. They don't get that wild. No, sir. They're going to sit back with that crossfire on brackets and supportive assistance on each side of A. Look at those 4 CTs, man. They're making a square in terms of a defense, but Kiyashima, he's more of a circle. Spins back into that B site after one-tapping Montu, and he gets away with a single point of health. If that smoke hits him, he's done for.
Yeah, Heretics running the exact same pistol that OG did on the CT side. Now, it's working as well, if not better. Despite the dink on Keo, he's found an opening kill. OG won a 5-on-5 retake on B in the pistol. Now Heretics have to do it a man up. Should be easy, right? Well, let's see. Bomb planted, MBK fighting for Banana. He's got a double right in front of him. Mack is down to 10. He can close it. Issa is hiding at the back of the site. MBK loses his life eventually, but this is still doable. There are still 2 low players for Heretics.
So they will make that 3, make that just 1. Keo, he needs the headshot tap. He needs to just crispy kill Valda, and it's not gonna happen. Glock reigns supreme. OG 14-2, and now we watch Heretics, like a fighter pilot who's got his tail blown off, just spiral down into despair, into the fiery explosion that will be the possible 16-2. There are 3 maps in this match, so if you're a Heretics fan, stick around. Now, they're not done, but this map looks over.
Yeah, double scout, triple D, just praying, really, at this point for Heretics. OG showing up how he wanted them to today. Double Mac 10 and a couple of rifles around that as well. OG are going to move quickly through the apartments. Holding on to Banana. Just a spread default here. OG, they're in no rush, right? There's 2 rounds potentially left of this game. Let's see if Heretics make mistakes. Let's see if Heretics want to bring the heat to us. If they don't, we will be more than happy in doing the reverse. Issa chasing down the scout. He sees the barrel and he removes it from the round. 1 more of those scouts still here on the B site, but only 2 players left on A.
Yep. Maybe that third man rotates over. Lucky he is on flex. You know, don't get me wrong. I would any day of the week cast a 14-2 comeback all the way to overtime if I have to. I don't care. I'm for it. I love those storylines. I love the underdogs. But Heretics just have not given us enough to talk about. You know, I mean, one of those 2 rounds just feels like more of a fluke than anything else at this point. You know, it could have been the kickstart of a T side for Heretics, but they just got completely boxed out of their own map pick in terms of that CT side. Now, they have done a good job of just waiting on A, keeping Heretics split, but they're starting to second guess it. They've seen nothing over towards the B side as of late, so yeah, here it is. CT's trying to make their way over, but Arch, oh look, they're double guessing themselves time and time again, and because of that, there's going to be nobody to stop Alexi B from running through the smoke and clearing Navira before he can even get a single kill. So the scouts don't pan out, the Deagles aren't deadly, and a 15th round for OG confirmed.
Yeah, we've got so many good individual players on OG. I feel like that's what really put us in a good position for them in the CT side, because it feels like so many times a player in a position where he should only get like 1 kill and be traded or fall back would find like 3 or 4 kills. OG is so good at the multi-kills, and you know that really just puts them in such an advantage. Here it's Issa doubling down, but no more kills unless Heretics overface as they look to save. Save or go. Well, they will go and save. No one here from OG is going to find them, not yet at least, and that bomb going off should be the end of the round. 2 Deagle save for Heretics is, well, really just making the best of a bad situation, because they're up against Map Point on their pick in the series, and OG look to put the final ribbon on this package.
Pretty little bow, huh?
Pink and everything.
The golden trim. Double Mac 10. They don't even upgrade. They could buy AKs. Alexi could have an AK. They've got all the money in the world. But I suppose in the off chance this 4 Deagle MP9 force buy works out, they want to be able to rebound as quick as can be. Ooh. And they are off to a flying start. That's the bomb carrier dead. Navera got the Deagle kill to start. But Kyo's MP9, that's the one that really throws this one into the works. Now, because there's still 2 Mac 10s on NBK and Alexi, of course, at half health, this looks very winnable for Heretics. They've still got tons of utility to slow down the round. They've got a collection of flashbangs if they want to try to force the issue to the base of Banana. But Alexi, at 20 kills and 8 deaths, just slips back here. He's trying to avoid this barrage of utility. Let the CTs burn themselves out in terms of grenades.
Good luck getting this one back. Alexi B is holding for ult aggression, but Heretics have made the smart decision to just stack the bomb. I feel like teams sometimes don't do this enough, but this is a really nice way of doing it. They still have Kyo patrolling spawn, and so while he'll probably die if anyone comes here, he can get that info for Heretics and they can start to consider CT. Without that, they can run a 4-man banana hold, and that's quite the defense. OG with the Molotovs going over. Lucky gambling with the wallbang, but it works perfectly. The flash is good. The Deagle is out, and he is about to send OG out of this round. Nice kill. Lucky closing, and AKs everywhere. Heretics, that's a huge upgrade round to, you know, at least pad the stats and get some weapons, as OG will be able to rebuy back in and give it another chance to close.
Woohoo. Nice. Heretics doing it. Lucky, he doubled his kills last round. Shuts it all down at the end here. But now you've got OG back in with a better buy. Lighter on the grenades, but we've got Kalashnikovs on all 5 members of the original gangsters. 2 SMGs still to work for Heretics, but again, they got to save some AKs of their own, so it's looking good. It's looking good for a little longer. But that little bit longer could be instantly taken away. If it's a couple of kills up here towards Banana, then it's all good for Heretics. They almost get Balda finished off with those frags, but he's gone ahead and fallen back, so it's still 5v5 here.
Just about, by the skin of his teeth. OG now setting up towards A, and Heretics have made the read, much as how OG did on that CT side. A 4th rotate back into the CT spawn. Ooh, OG going back a little bit, considering there might be a flank, or at least banana control getting taken. That is not the case, but still, even without it, they don't know where the stack is currently. Could be on either side of the map, and it will go back as Lucky begins to rotate. This bomb hangs around the middle. OG are going to throw a bit of a B fake in with utility by the looks of things and commit to this A site. So at least keeping the majority of players, well, not the majority, but at least keeping 2 players on the wrong side of the map. But actually, yeah, they just retake top B. They go it silently. They throw no grenades, and then they walk back. So it hasn't really sold too much of a fake, but luckily enough, Lucky is still situated. And OG, now as a 5-man unit with 20 seconds, are just going to try and crunch A.
Going for the wraparound, huh? Can maybe feel out CT spawn as well, make sure library is clear. So this is just a full-blown pinch upon the 3 CTs that try and hold on to their positions, but their eyes are drawn in all directions, and still they're able to hold that first wave. 6 seconds left. He needs to plant, and Mantu will. Even with a player back in pit, he's got that bomb down. They cut off the pit player, and it's a 2 versus 2 to attempt to close here on Inferno. The map choice of Heretics, a total blowout if OG finish this one right here, right now. There's no utility for the retake. Lucky, a smoke at his feet if needed, but Mantu with that crispy headshot puts it all onto Keo. He's damaged, but he's back in with 1, and Mantu has nowhere to run. It's the AK versus MP9, and the AK prevails as OG win Inferno 16 rounds to 3.
I mean, it doesn't get more dominant than that, Connor, barely at least. And considering that was the map pick of Heretics as well, they're probably not going to be feeling all too good about how this series has started. We now have Nuke coming up. And I mean, on the bright side, a great map for Heretics, right? Like, but the map pool wasn't the problem coming into this series. Both teams play these maps, Nuke, Inferno, pretty casual, pretty standard. OG just look like they're completely outclassing them right now.
Yep, OG look cut from a different cloth, we like to say. So that was convincing. Damn, that was really convincing. We take a quick look at the scoreboard before this map closes. Alexi B, 20 and 10, NBK, 18 and 11, and then 15, 13, 14 frags for the 3 other members. So very much a team affair with a couple aces and 4Ks sprinkled in quite nicely. It was really just Keo who had anything to answer back with, and that individual level just was not enough. But as we said, throughout that very lopsided first map, of course, there's more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Nuke up next. Hugo and I will see you guys there in just a few minutes. Goodbye.